now we understand why she always makes Whoopi get the coffee.
I'm a little bit in shock. I just always thought of myself as Puerto Rican, you know, half Puerto Rican. I didn't think I was, my family was originally from Spain and slaveholders.
Hostin's obsession with race gets thrown back in her face.
It was the showdown no one saw coming. Greg Gutfeld faced off against Sunny Hostin in what can only be described as a fiery on-air annihilation. From exposing her family's controversial past to calling out her blatant hypocrisy, Gutfeld didn't hold back. Sunny Hostin, a host known for her obsession with identity politics, found herself in the hot seat. And let's just say, she couldn't take the heat. What led to this unforgettable moment? Sunny's jaw-dropping family history and her tone-deaf response became the talk of the internet. But before we dive into this epic takedown, make sure to smash that like button and hit subscribe. Trust me, you'll want to stick around for this one. It's the takedown of a lifetime. Did you just subscribe? Awesome. Let's get into it.
Hostin's obsession with race gets thrown back in her face. Today's video comes to us from Sunny Hostin. Sounds like a town. We're in Sunny Hostin. She was on PBS's Finding Your Roots, a show dedicated to researching celebrity ancestry.
Oh. I'm a little bit in shock. I just always thought of myself as Puerto Rican, you know, half Puerto Rican. I didn't think I was, my family was originally from Spain and slaveholders.
Yeah. So how are you feeling, my friend?
I think it's actually pretty interesting that my husband and I have shared roots.
Yeah.
So I do appreciate that. And I think it's great for our children to know this information. I guess it's a fact of life that this is how some people made their living, on the backs of others.
Fact of life. Interesting change of tune. For more, we go to our chief Sunny Hostin correspondent for a reaction.
Sunny Hostin is no stranger to criticizing America's past. But what happens when the tables turn? On PBS's Finding Your Roots, Sunny learned something shocking. Her ancestors weren't just bystanders in history. They were slaveholders. Yes, the same Sunny Hostin who has built her platform on calling out systemic racism discovered her own family's deeply controversial ties. When host Henry Louis Gates Jr. revealed that her third great-grandfather owned at least one person, Sunny appeared stunned, saying, "I always thought of myself as Puerto Rican. I didn't think my family was originally from Spain or involved in the slave trade." But the internet wasn't buying it. Many felt her shock seemed more performative than genuine.
Well, first, I just want to go on the record to let everyone know that I am very much against slavery.
Okay, good.
Very brave to say that on this panel. You know, karma, definitely. I mean, it's one thing. It's going to be so awkward on, you know, new episodes of The View when she tries to pull the race card.
Yes.
And then she's like, America is racist. And then they're like, yeah, they might be racist, but they're not like slave owner racist. like somebody that we...
That's so true.
You know?
She could have maybe done better. Okay, here's the thing. One thing, and I would have even actually not give her any is she said, well, like, I guess that's just what, like, they did back then.
Yeah.
She should have followed that up with saying something along the lines of, and I understand that that's a departure from the way I've talked about this before. That was, like, to me, the one thing that was missing.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's like, okay, now that you have this information, have you had any personal growth? Do you think about things differently? You have to acknowledge that. Yeah. Because when you're presented with new information, it's okay to change your mind. It's good to change your mind, but you should acknowledge that that has happened.
If she is shaming descendants of this, will she continue to do that when she is now one of them, Dana? And it is funny. She's so wrapped up in identity, and she had no idea who she was.
Well, now we understand why she always makes Whoopi get the coffee. That's not true.
That's not true.
But you think about things that she said and how offensive they are.
Yeah.
Well, karma.
Yeah, it is karma.
Greg Gutfeld delivered one of his most pointed critiques yet, calling out Sunny for her lack of accountability. Sunny Hostin loves to shame others for their historical wrongs, but when it comes to her own family, suddenly, it's just a fact of life. Gutfeld quipped. He didn't stop there. Gutfeld highlighted how Sunny frequently uses identity politics to shut down discussions, yet she failed to engage meaningfully with her own history. If Sunny wants to lecture America on its flaws, maybe she should start by looking in the mirror, Gutfeld said, earning applause from viewers who shared his frustration. His critique wasn't just about Sunny's family history. It was about her reaction. Gutfeld noted how she brushed off the revelation with a casual tone, instead of using it as an opportunity for self-reflection. It was a masterclass in holding someone accountable, and Sunny didn't stand a chance. Sunny's reaction to her family's past wasn't just shocking, it was revealing. Gutfeld pointed out the irony of someone so deeply entrenched in identity politics, not even knowing her own identity. Dana Perino jokingly remarked, "Now we know why she makes Whoopi get the coffee," which had Gutfeld in stitches. While the comment was lighthearted, it underscored a serious point. Sunny's fixation on race and identity often blinds her to the complexities of real-life issues.
If she is shaming descendants of this, will she continue to do that when she is now one of them?
You can't play the victim and the villain at the same time, Gutfeld said, summing up what many viewers were already thinking. This wasn't just a takedown. It was a reality check. Gutfeld's ability to balance humor with hard-hitting points left Sunny visibly rattled and the audience buzzing. As expected, Gutfeld's takedown went viral. Social media exploded with reactions, with many praising him for saying what needed to be said. One Twitter user wrote, "Greg Gutfeld just gave Sunny Hostin a lesson in accountability. This is why he's the best." Another added, "Sunny's hypocrisy finally caught up to her, and Gutfeld didn't let her off the hook." But not everyone agreed. Sunny's defenders claimed she was being unfairly criticized for something beyond her control. However, Gutfeld's fans pointed out that the backlash wasn't about her ancestors. It was about her dismissive response and lack of self-awareness. Greg Gutfeld's takedown wasn't just about Sunny. It was a commentary on the broader issues of race, identity, and hypocrisy. He reminded viewers that history is complicated, and no one is exempt from its shadows. But what matters most is how we confront those truths. Sunny's dismissive tone and lack of accountability served as a cautionary tale. Gutfeld argued that we must approach discussions about race and history with honesty and humility, not performative outrage. His critique resonated with viewers, sparking debates about how we navigate these conversations in a divided world. This clash between Greg Gutfeld and Sunny Hostin was more than just an on-air feud. It was a cultural moment. Gutfeld's sharp critique of Sunny's reaction and ongoing hypocrisy struck a chord with viewers, igniting debates about accountability and identity politics. So, what do you think? Did Gutfeld nail it? Or was Sunny Hostin justified in her reaction? Let us know in the comments below. Before you go, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more bold takes, fiery debates, and viral moments.